Now, July is National Savings Month, and it aims to raise awareness of the benefits of planning your personal finances. The need for savings has never been highlighted more than the COVID-19 pandemic and, of course, the lockdown. To discuss just how to keep those bucks in your wallet, we're joined now by Deborah Slabber from Morningstar Investment Management. Deborah, very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, under normal circumstances, it is difficult to save. And right now, after the lockdown and what we're experiencing now with COVID-19, it must be triple that. It's almost impossible now for us to save. You know, what's the first thing I have to do in this particular scenario?
Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for having me. I think the first thing we need to do is stop worrying about the things that's out of our control and start worrying about the things that you can actually control. And that is our spending and our savings habits. The last couple of months were devastating, and people are facing many things, from retrenchments to being forced to go on unpaid leave. But I often think it's in these circumstances that you actually have the power to take control of your finances.
Yeah, it's true, easier said than done sometimes. But, you know, where can I start saving? You know, because most people like to buy the flashy cars. I know vehicles are one of the key areas that you stress when it comes to saving your money. But where are the points where people can, you know, in a practical sense, really start saving right now?
Yes, Tony. So the first and most practical way of starting to save is to open up a tax-free savings account. Every individual has got 36,000 Rand allowance every year to do that, and you don't end up with a big tax bill at the end of the year. But the practical tips in terms of how to start saving, there are many ways. I always like to think of start with the simple things. Look at memberships that you actually don't use and start to cancel those memberships. Look at your bank charges. We so often find that we are paying for something that we're not using, so reassess that. Contact maybe your insurance provider and renegotiate your monthly premium is another way that you can start saving. Something very simple about electricity: replace all the light bulbs in your home with energy efficient ones, for instance, and try to use gas appliances where possible. Buying groceries in bulk is another way. So there are lots of small ways that people can save a couple of R100 or a couple of thousand even a month.
Now, in general, are South Africans good at saving? Do we just spend everything that we have in general?
In general, as a nation, let's face it, we are actually quite bad at saving. In fact, we're on the lower spectrum when it comes to comparing us to countries across the globe. So we are more of a spending nature than a saving nature in our country, unfortunately.
You know, Deborah, when I look at the fact that we've got this month, it's objective with South African Savings Institute's National Savings Month. You know, it's about savings awareness. For me, it almost seems like it should start at school. Are we teaching our kids, educating them, you know, when they grow up, when they start making that money, when they start being employed and so forth? We need to start early, shouldn't we?
Absolutely. You couldn't be more spot on. And I think it's about starting as early as possible, because people often underestimate the power of compounding, and they call compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and for a very good reason, because it works. So everyone has it in their power to start saving from a very young age. You can easily save R1 million during your lifetime by giving up a coffee a week, basically. And
it's also up to the parents, isn't it? You know, we can also teach our kids to save in the smallest of ways. You know, earn a little money at home, but keep your money. And you know, with the aim of buying something, teach them how to save. It's also up to us as parents, not just leaving it to the schools. Am I correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it all starts at home.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Deborah Slabber there. It is, of course, National Savings Month. It's a difficult thing. Deborah Slabber, a Business Development Manager from Morningstar Investment Management.